welcome back to another vlog. We are at a horse show today with Lewis and Gambler. Me and Steve run up in the car. We were busy this morning, so luckily Adam and Lewis loaded up Gambler and brought them to the show. We've met them here, so we've got here and they're just sat there waiting. I've had to still go collect Lewis's number and everything. He's not dressed yet. The horse isn't ready yet or anything. Luckily, we do have, well, they put out not before times at this show. Most shows don't, so it's a guessing game. We luckily have at least half an hour, 40 minutes before they're going to be in the ring. That's if they're running on time anyway. So we do have plenty of time to get them both ready, but I was expecting to turn up to them some sort of organised and ready. So yeah, they're just doing in hand today. They're going to do driving type and M&M. This show is so busy today. It's always hit and miss at this showground, whether, you know, sometimes it can be crazy busy, sometimes it's really empty, but it is so busy today because it is the first show of the season and it's run up to like our local county show and Royal Windsor and everything. So everyone comes out the woodworks and comes here. So it's extremely busy. So the sun is shining, so I can't complain too much. But right, I'm going to go and Lewis will get himself ready and I'll have to get Gambler ready. So I'm sat in the sunshine. Gambler is up there. He's just munching on his hay. Lewis is just getting dressed. So as soon as he's dressed, we'll find out whether they packed all the grooming kit that I usually bring along. I did leave it out for them, so hopefully they'd have packed it. They packed all the food, so you know exactly what is important to them, don't you? So all food was packed. Let's see if the grooming kit's packed. Oh, I've still got one bandage to take off. Thought I'd done them all. I've left a bandage. Right, I'm going to have to take that one off of him and we start getting him ready. So it looks like they have packed everything that I usually bring. I hadn't planned to not be around this morning, so I hadn't prepared everything. So I usually get it out and chuck some bits on top of the like feed bins the night before. So I'd done a few bits, but to be fair, Lewis has shown horses for so many years now. He should know what to bring and what is used. So yeah, looks like everything is here. So I'm gonna, put some Royal cream through his mane, his tail, give him a good brush off, hoof oil, you know, a bit of gloss around his nose. And yeah, luckily he doesn't, he's just eating his hay though and he's throwing hay all over me. It doesn't take too long to get ready. So that's all right. And then they are going in to do driving type first. And it's really busy. I think you can still enter on the day, but I think there is 6 pre-entries for the driving type. There's 10 pre-entries for the mountain and moorland. Of course, there can be more that add on today. There is 15 for the M&M ridden. I had planned to do the ridden with him today, but then I decided this is playing about with his hay net. This show, they use the fields that the show is on for turnout as well. So their ridden ring can be a little bit rutty. So I decided I wasn't going to take Gambler to do the ridden here today because I thought the ground, you know, might not be the best for him. And I'm pleased I didn't, because if there is, I think 15, 16, can't remember what I just said, pre-entries in the ridden, the rings, they're fair size rings here, but they're not overly massive. So I don't want to be like getting into the canter. That's what he struggles with. And then having to pull him back, get back up in the canter again. That bigger class is far too much for him. I want him to go in a class with other horses to try and liven him up and get him going. But I think that many in the ring would be far too many and will be very stop-start. And that's what I don't want for him for the beginnings. So I'm pleased we didn't actually do the ridden today. But right, yes, I'm going to get him all spruced up and we'll head over to the ring. Hello, beautiful. What are you doing? Right, should we get you ready? I don't like how his clip's growing back. It's going really funny this year. Yes? Right, you look a little bit of a mess, so should we tidy you up? Right, let's start with mane. So we want a bit of brill cream, I think. Put that over. And then, oh, straw and everything in here. Right, brushes, products. Let's do this. You happy? You ready to go? Looking forward to getting him out again? Right, let's go over. Driving type first, okay? So we're just waiting outside the ring for the class. This is a problem with showing. Although we get, well, this show is done not before times, they're not the most accurate. So we've still got a little bit of a wait. They're still judging the last class before us, but I think it's looking good. But the clip just isn't growing out. I have no idea why he does it every show time. All he wants to do is eat. You're gonna have to wake him up a little bit. You're gonna have to wake him up a little bit. He's annoying today, isn't he? So you come third in the class, didn't you? I think there was 9 in there that I counted. So he just, in the driving type, they're expected to be impeccably well behaved, aren't they? And he did do a stride or two of canter on his first initial trot, which, you know, is not acceptable really in the driving type, because you can't canter in a cart. But did you have fun? Yeah, he looked half asleep outside the ring, but he actually woke up a bit in the ring, didn't he? Yeah. Right, well, we've got a short break. Lewis is going to get an ice cream, and then we've got Mountain and Moorland class. We are back home. It's a bit later on in the day now. I'm pleased with him. You know, he came 4th in the Mountain and Moorland. I think there was about 14 in the end in their class, really big class. And, you know, when the big Welsh studs arrive at shows like that, you know it's going to be good competition. So to come 4th in all that, I was really pleased with him. But yeah, so it's a nice beginning show for them. Although they have done one in-hand show, he wasn't quite right, was he, at that show, because we'd fed him oats, and I don't think they agreed with him too well. So technically this is their first proper show of the year, and I'm really pleased with the way he's coming out of winter. Of course, we're trying to also turn him into a riding horse and everything, so I didn't want that to affect his in-hand showing. And it hasn't done that really. It's just made him a little bit more, I think he's going a bit more forward and more powerful in the in-hand as well. So we do have a ridden showing clinic again next weekend, fingers crossed, because I've actually done myself another injury. That's why I wasn't able to take him to the show first thing. I was actually at urgent care. 2026 I've had enough of already. I know how Willow's feeling now with one injury after another at the moment, but again, it's not horse related. I've not fallen off, I've not been dragged, I've trapped a nerve in my hip, which is sending pain down my leg. So I've been up all night long, can't get comfortable, can't get any relief from the pain whatsoever. That's why I was in urgent care this morning, feeling a little bit better. They've given me more medication, and now I've got to go to the doctors tomorrow for, like, get booked in for a scan, find out why I keep getting such slight sciatica, such bad back issues. But we've got some thinking to do. Life's going to have to change. I am 42, I'm not old, but I am getting older and some things do need to change. But yeah, he looks absolutely knackered. I'm going to chuck him out in the field now for the rest of the afternoon. We're going to go home, get some dinner, and we will come back later tonight to finish them all off. So if you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you again soon for the next one. Bye.